Well, it sounds like we had a little trouble with the audio. If you can hear it now, I restarted my phone and restarted everything. Let me know in the comments if you can hear it. That'll be a big thing to help us along here. So hopefully that will work out. What we're doing, we're making lemon pepper chicken, and I took my spices, which were thyme, oregano, salt, and cracked pepper, and I put that on the chicken. Then I put a little lemon juice, the juice of a half a lemon. I've got it going over medium-high heat right now. We're just about ready to turn that. Then I've taken leeks. We're using leeks instead of onions. Leeks obviously grow they grow partially in the ground and partially above ground, so they get dirt and grit in them. So you have to wash your leeks. I've had these soaking for about an hour to get any sand that might be in there. I've got them cut about 3/8 of an inch thick, and we're going to put those in right after we finish the chicken. I did put the juice of half a lemon on top of the chicken to give it that lemon pepper taste. So we're just about ready to flip right now. Anybody watching, can you tell me if our sound is coming through?
Yet.
Of course, bought these all the ingredients at Quality Foods. Always great to shop at Quality Foods in the Town Plaza Shopping Center, and we appreciate their involvement. So, if is anybody tuning in? Are comments supposed to show there? Comments will appear here. Yep. We got somebody watching, so there's somebody looking. Tell me if you can hear us or not.
Say hello.
But maybe they can't hear us. That's why nobody's saying that.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, we'll do the video. So that's got to cook for 3 or 4 minutes. Now we've got our leeks ready to go. Also, I've got cauliflower rice that I'm doing, and I'm going to put, I've got most of this already done, as you can see in here, but I'm going to finish up and just show you how I do this. I'm just setting this on low and putting a little cauliflower in. So we let that go until it gets to rice consistency, and that's pretty much it. So we're good to go with that. Meanwhile, our chicken is continuing to cook. It'll cook for another couple or 3 minutes till it gets just about done. We'll put it back in at the end. And, of course, you know, chicken continues to cook as it sits. So you don't have to have it up more than 160 degrees, and it'll go up to 165 on its own usually. So we're going to let this continue to go. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it? It's going to be good. Look at those brown bits of flavor that's in there. Vinny, can you hear us? Here, let me, Vinny, can you hear? Is the sound coming through? We're trying to figure out what our sound problem is.
He's cracking, yes.
Can we hear? Okay, good deal. Thank you, Vinny. All right, so the chicken is cooking. We're using chicken thighs. They are more flavorful than chicken breast. So we're going to let those cook through another 3 or 4 minutes, and then we're going to move them over to put them on our platter and tint them with foil so they will continue to cook. Grab a little foil here. We're going to let those Oh, that's Lanny. Lanny, guess what I'm doing Friday night? I'm doing the tailgate show, of course, for the Indians in their last home game. I'm going to wear my old band jacket. So I still got that thing, and so I'm going to put it on and wear it. That'll be kind of cool to have it on after 52 years, 53 years since we graduated. And he looks so good.
Since we were in school.
Yep. We graduated in 72. 50 years would have been 2022.
My goodness.
So there you are.
That's disturbing.
That's disturbing. That's right. Think about all those years you grew up, and you think about how long childhood was, and, you know, you only live at home, 14, 15, 16, 18 years that you can remember. And then we've lived in this house, 50, Be 50 years next year. Built it in 76.
Oh, goodness.
All right, so I'm going to start plating this now. Actually, just putting this on the platter, and take all these bits and pieces because we're going to cut this up a little later, so it's easier to handle whenever we're eating. So that piece is ready to go, and this one is good right here. I'm going to let that sit in there just another second or two while I put my leeks in. So the leeks are going in next. And along with the leeks, I'm going to be putting in
This broth.
a lemon. Do what?
This broth over here.
No, not yet. Broth will come later.
Okay.
So we're going to tint this. I'm going to go ahead and take this other piece out. We're going to tint that and let that continue to cook. So that'll happen. And I've got my spoon here. This is cool. We bought this spoon in Amish country last week. We were in Pennsylvania, and we went to Gettysburg, and that was one of the coolest places. We just decided to stop in and go to the Gettysburg Museum, and we were rather enthralled with it. It was a wonderful place. Yeah, they have a cyclorama there, and man, we just enjoyed that so much and enjoyed the tour. And as we were leaving, we said, I bet we're close to Amish country. And sure enough, we were. So we went and took a tour of the Amish country with Amish people. And this is a spoon that I bought at a little Amish store, a handmade walnut spoon. It is probably the most expensive utensil I have in the house. But at any rate, it wasn't that bad. What, it was $14?
I think so.
It wasn't that bad, yeah. So anyway, we got this little Amish spoon that we've got, and we're tickled to have that. Now it's going to be time to pour in my broth. And I'm going to also put in my spinach to start wilting. This is just baby spinach. Again, all this is available for you at Quality Foods in the Town Plaza Shopping Center. So the spinach is going in, and we're going to let that wilt down just a hair. And I've got my lemons in there. The lemons are just going to be what we're going to serve this with. That's sort of going to garnish everything is the lemons. And I want to put a lid on that to help that wilt down just a hair. So we've got the broth in, and we've got the...
David Cash is watching.
David, are you hearing us okay now?
I think so.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I restarted my phone. You know, when in doubt, reboot. And that's what we've done, rebooted everything. So we're getting ready to put our cauliflower rice in as well. And it'll go here in just a minute. I want that spinach to wilt down just a bit before we put the cauliflower rice in. And I've got some water standing by. I may not have enough broth in there to give it exactly enough liquidity for the end of this. That's something we may have to do. But as you can see, the steam is already building up. This lid is getting condensation on it, and you can tell that our spinach is wilting. So that's good. The leeks are cooking, and the spinach is wilting. A couple of things about our trip. Boy, the leaves, we noticed, were so pretty in certain areas.
We don't ever get them that pretty here.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about the reds and the yellows and the oranges that just don't look nearly as pretty around our area as they do up there. The first indication we had, in Virginia, they were okay in the Shenandoah Valley, but they weren't outstanding. But we decided to go by Pocono Raceway in Pennsylvania. And on that little 2-lane road over to Pocono, I tell you what, it was so beautiful in that area. That was where we really started to notice the beauty. And then, of course, we went on to Maine. Bar Harbor is a place where just so scenic. I think everybody ought to try to go to Bar Harbor, Maine, and see that. We went there that morning, and we were interested in burning bush. By the way, I was uptown today, and I saw several burning bushes in town, sweetheart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they must be okay. We found out that in Maine it's even illegal to sell burning bush because they're so invasive. They grow so quickly and sprout from the roots, so they can't even sell them. I thought that was really unusual.
Somebody's selling them up there because they're everywhere.
Well, I think they grow wild up there. But they're magnificent. They're beautiful and red, and they are just magnificent right now. All right, so now I'm going to take the chicken And I'm going to slice the chicken. Oh my, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to slice the chicken, and I'm going to do it on an angle, and that's just for presentation purposes. And I'm going to take my bench scrape, which I remembered to get out tonight, sweetheart. And I'm going to put the chicken back in. So we're going to take each of these pieces of chicken, and we're going to do this with it. See how that chicken is finished cooking through?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty amazing how chicken will do that, especially when it's thin like that. That's one of the reasons of doing it as I did. And I can just put that piece in there like it is. Move this out of the way. Debbie was talking about me being left-handed. She said it looks funny to see me do things left-handed. And quite honestly, when I look back at some of these when I'm downloading them to YouTube, it looks funny to me seeing somebody do stuff left-handed. I'm so used to seeing cooks on TV and places do everything right-handed till it even looks funny to me, and I'm the one doing it. So crazy stuff, huh? And here is our last little piece. We found that the Vermont too was a beautiful place to go, but and our GPS routed us through a section of Vermont into New York, and I want to put all of these juices from that pan in there too. That's good stuff. That's good flavor. And we got on some back roads between Vermont and New York. We actually got behind tractors and saw cattle in the area. A lot of beef being grown in Vermont and New York and upstate area. It was quite an interesting trip.
A lot of corn, alfalfa.
A whole lot of corn. Yeah, alfalfa. They were raising, especially the Amish. What amazed me about the Amish was them doing the pulling the carts would actually propel the mowers and the tillers and those kind of things through their differentials because the horses pulled the carts. They didn't have anything mechanized. Odd thing about them, they can have cell phones, but they have to go outside their house to use them.
Oh, right.
So wasn't that crazy?
It was.
Yeah, they can have cell phones.
Rules.
All right, now remember this is called lemon pepper. So what we got to do is here at the very end, we got to put a little more lemon juice on top of everything. And now it's time to plate. So we get a nice helping. This is kind of like a goulash. It's all mixed together, but it's so good. And it's topped with a charred lemon to dress it out. So there is lemon pepper chicken with cauliflower rice and spinach, fixed very healthy. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll have it up on YouTube soon. Don't forget to stop by Quality Foods and tell them we said, hey, have yourself a great night. Don't forget the racing show tomorrow night. We got some great guests. You'll look forward to it. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. See you, everybody. Bye-bye.